Hello world, what is going on? It's good to see you back here today, and today we'll see the second exercise of Codility Lesson 3, Permutation Missing Element, where we will use the Gauss Formula to calculate the summation up to n to make our lives easier and find the missing element on an array given certain constrictions. Let's get at it. Okay, so as always, let's get into the Codility programmer section, this time lesson 3, and let's go to the second exercise, permutation missing element. Let's read it in Python, and it says, an array A consisting of n different integers is given. The array contains integers in the range 1 to n plus 1, which means that exactly one element is missing. Your goal is to find that missing element. Write a function that, given an array A, returns the value of the missing element. For example, given an array A such that it contains 2, 3, 1, and 5, the function should return 4, as it is the missing element. Write an efficient algorithm for the following assumptions. N is an integer within the range 0 to 100,000. The elements of A are all distinct, and each element of array is an integer within the range 1 to n plus 1. So let's go ahead and dissect the solution so we can understand how the Gauss formula plays here. Okay, so this is the array that we have in the exercise, 1, 2, 3, and 5. I just ordered it so we can understand more clearly. And the length of this array, n, equals 4. So let's dissect this a little bit. The maximum element that we're going to find in the array is n plus 1 because it goes from 1 to n plus 1. Or it could be that the maximum element is just n and the missing element is n plus 1. So in any case, we're going to calculate that the sum of the array is going to go from 1 to n plus 1. So in this particular case, the missing element is 4, and the summation with this missing element will be 15. So the Gauss formula tells us that the sum up to number n equals n times n plus 1 divided by 2. The story behind this is very interesting. It is said that when Gauss was little and he was in school, his teacher asked them to calculate the summation from 1 to 100, and since he was kind of lazy and a genius, he found a pattern where he added up the first and last elements of the list, and then add the second and the second to last element, and so on. And he found a pattern that ultimately arrived to this equation. So he was a genius from a very young age. So the idea is that we're going to subtract the complete summation of the array as if no element was missing, and we're going to subtract from that the summation of all the elements that are in the array, and that will give us the missing element. So let's go ahead and put this into code. Start the test. Let's skip this. Start. We're going to select Python here. We're going to delete all of this. And the first thing we have to do is calculate our n, which will be the length of A plus 1. So next we are going to calculate the expected sum, which should be the sum of the array if it had the missing element included. So we're going to do this with the Gauss formula, which is going to be n times n plus 1, and we're going to divide all of this by 2. Let's encapsulate this, and we are going to put an int here because the division by 2 is going to give us a float number. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to calculate the actual sum of the array that we have, which will be the sum of our array A, and we are just going to return the expected sum minus the actual sum. Let's go ahead and test this. It seems to be working fine for the test cases. Let's go ahead and submit the task. Okay, and we get the results back. We have a 100 correctness score and task score. We can see here that our complexity is ON, and it works for the large test cases in 0.032 seconds, which is pretty cool. It's fine, which is a fine result. Okay, so this was a short but pretty nice video where we understood how the Gauss formula is used to calculate the summation up to n without having to do iterations over all the numbers, which would cost us time. And we can use that to find missing elements in an array given certain conditions. So if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone if you think it would be valuable for them. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye!